If you haven't met me, my name is Candace Kinlaw. Okay, it's a little warmer out here in Connecticut. I'm really grateful for that. So, if you have not met me, hello. My name is Candace Kinlaw. I love coming up here, and every day that I have breath, okay, I'm going to push out of myself helping women become better mothers, become better wives, become better entrepreneurs, because I believe that's what the world needs, right? The world needs more of that. Fellas, I don't leave you out, but my passion is about women and making them a little bit better. But I want to just talk about something. You ever really thought about the way how you could see somebody in their 80s? They're in their 80s and they're walking around like they're 34 or like they're 40. And then on the flip side, you ever seen a 25-year-old or hello friends, have you ever seen a 25-year-old or a 30-year-old barely getting around? What is that? What does that happen, and how can we prevent that, right? Your mental health matters. Everything that you do matters. So what are some things that prevents that? Hey, mama. And I want to talk about, because I was reading this article. Okay, I don't know if you can see it or not. But hey, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I want to talk about some of the stuff that's in here, because it's really blown away. You ever really think about that? How you can see somebody that's just older. They look like their age says they're 60, but they're getting around like they're 30. You know what I'm talking about? Drop a 1 in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. So I want to talk about just 4 things that I see here that I'm going to try them for my own personal health, my own mental health, because the most important, and I want you to repeat after me. Okay? If you're looking at these big old eyes, I want you to repeat after me. I am the most important person in my life. I am the most important person in my life. And that's because if you are not at your best, if you are not at your healthiest, if you are not at your happiest, who are you going to help? Right? So I'm trying to feel younger. I don't know about y'all. So the first thing is, and I was talking about this the other day when my blood pressure was sky high because of my trip, and it, to be honest, it was like that a few days ago too. But taking walks, and it says taking walks without breaks. I think that is something that it's free. You can do it literally anywhere. You could do it in the house, you could do it at the gym, you could do it around your neighborhood, you could do it at the park while you're watching your friends. Joy says, I'm the most important person. Yes, you are the most important person, because without you, what would the world look like without you? You know what I mean? So the first thing was, and they have it here, walking without taking breaks helps keep the part of your brain that grows the brain cells more resilient. I think that's pretty powerful. Walking 25 minutes, or if you can't push out 25 minutes, even 10 minutes a day, it makes a difference. If you're going nonstop, it makes a difference. The second thing that's up here, and I thought that this was pretty dope, is chronic multitasking causes the brain to shrink. Pop a 2 in the comments if you're a multitasker. If you're a parent, or if you have any type of career, you're a multitasker, right? Because sometimes you're trying to clean the kitchen, and then your kid comes and says, "Mommy, can you help me with?" You're a multitasker. But a lot of the times that doesn't help you. Chronic multitasking, it says here that in particular, it reduces the size of the hippocampus, a brain region supporting memory and learning. Makes the little thing in the back of your brain shrink, which is the part that's supposed to bring memory and learning. Does it take longer for you to learn something? Is it possible that you could just do one thing at a time to change that? It says the fix is to cut back on multitasking and let your brain recharge 5 times a day by taking 5 minutes to rest. No nothing. No social media, no telephone, no texting, no nothing. Do a whole lot of nothingness. Nothingness is so amazing. Pop a 3 in the comments if nothingness is something that you don't really get to do. There's so many things that happen in a day that sometimes it could take away from our nothing time. And I don't know about you, but nothing feels good. I went to my friend's house the other day and we watched another movie, which was pretty cool. We had our kids playing in the background. And just to lay on the couch and watch the movie, it felt so amazing just to do nothing. And I felt so much better after. So that's the second thing. The third thing is, and this is a game that, because of social media and Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, we forget about the old school games. But the old school game Concentration, where you can take the playing cards, flip them over, and try to match the cards. Take like 2 cards and try to like match them. You ever played that game? Or if you even recognize that game, put an emoji or a card or something in the comments so that I can know you even know which game I'm talking about. The game Concentration, where you take 2 cards and match them, and if they match, you take the cards away. Something like that can reduce your blood pressure, reduce your thinking about everything else, thinking about the bills, thinking about how you're going to put food on the table, thinking about what's going to happen at work, or thinking about how you're going to put gas in the car. Playing Concentration can just bring some relief to you and take less of the painfulness of life and take it away. And the very last thing is mindfulness. Now, you guys know I talk a lot about this, but here it says, try a minute of mindfulness. Stress impairs memory and interferes with neurotransmitters that make you feel good. So what can you do about it? It says, just take a few long, deep breaths and hold each one for a few seconds before slowly releasing it. And this is a natural way to bring your blood pressure down. It slows your heart rate. It makes it just slow down like it has to. It almost has to. So there's something called 4 square breathing, where you take in a breath for the count of 4, hold it for the count of 4, let it out for the count of 4, and hold that breath out for the count of 4. Try this alone. Try this and see if this helps you. A lot of these things, I don't know about you, but I'm trying to be that 60-year-old that people ask me, how old am I? Because I don't look 60. Because when I'm 60, I don't want to look 60. I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. And I don't want to feel 60 either. Okay? There are some things that you could just do to just make you feel younger. And it's the little things that we can do that we don't. And because it's so elementary, sometimes we miss it. So I don't know about y'all, but these are the things that I'm going to try. I thought that this was pretty cool. The title of this article is Help Me Keep My Brain Young. And I thought that was pretty dope. So friends, I hope you got value from this. This is some of the things I think I'm going to do a blog post about this and put my heart into it a little bit deeper, because there's so many different things. I don't know if y'all heard of a game called Sudoku, but that's a pretty dope game too that I really like. You have to use your whole everything to focus on that game, and because you're using your whole brain, like, you're not thinking about the stresses of life. So I think I'm going to add to this, but I think it was pretty cool. But if you got value, drop a number 4 in the comments, or your favorite emoji. If you believe that somebody else can get value from this, share this out. Sometimes I never think about the things that you see a person and their age says that they're one thing, but you look at them and you're like, how do they stay so young? Why is she so happy? Where's all that energy coming from? While you see another one, they're like 25. Hey, Uchi. They're like 25, and you're trying to figure out, why are they dragging? What is it? What's making them drag? Where? Or sometimes they might go to the kitchen. I've been this person. You go to the kitchen, forget why you're there. I think that's a mommy syndrome. But friends, I appreciate your time. I know you could have been anywhere else, so I'm grateful for your time. I'm grateful for you spending a little bit of your day with me. If you're watching this in the morning, I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or night, depending on the time you're watching this. And I hope that you'll try some of these things out for yourself. All right, friends, you have a good day.